I think a space in the community to feel heard and seen. As someone with disabilities, again, always talk about a sibling, a parent, someone in your church, you might have it as well. I think the main aim was always, as I said, about awareness, being seen. And I think if you are someone who might be struggling with those challenges of, how can I feel self-conscious about my child, or, I don't feel comfortable about my brother, or no one's supporting me or whatever, ASNA is that community and that place for you to feel, I guess, and using the word normal, or feel welcomed and feel part of a family, providing respite, providing awareness, providing support. Those are the kind of things that ASNA do and have done for me, and I know a lot of people as well. So just that community.
I would say join ASNA because, one, you have a community of people who understand what you are going through, and not only that, as carers, we're not just carers, we are also, some of us, professional people. So it's also a network, right? So you might think, oh, because I'm a carer, I can't work or I can't do something on the side. But joining ASNA, which is made up of carers who are professionals as well, is also, you can get ideas on maybe if you can't go out to work, you could start something at home. So as a village, we can be there to support each other as a community. Spiritually, ASNA comes together. Most people who belong to ASNA are Christians. You don't have to be. But here, where God is the center, we can pray with each other. We can lift each other up. So I would recommend it. And for those who are not Christians, you can still come here and get family. You can still come here and get support of all different kinds. You don't have to be a Christian to join the ASNA family. We love you. Whoever you are, we love you. You're a carer. We're here for you.
Yeah, I would always recommend ASNA to new families because it can be a lonely place. It can be scary. It's the unknown. And once you come into ASNA and you find out there's actually other people who've been down that journey themselves, who've been along that pathway, who can support you, who love you, who can give you tips about how you can have a stronger family, a stronger church life. Yeah, that's for me has been the strength of ASNA, and one of the strong points that we always want to share, because it's about supporting and being a real mentor to those who are new and find that journey scary and unknown.
Well, I just want to first of all say thank you to Sophia and her husband and the family for taking this bold step to initiate this platform. I mean, it's still working because there's so many people who have not yet come to know about it, but it's a great ministry, and I just want to thank God for their lives and thank God for all those who are working in partnership with her to ensure that this ministry, is blooming and reaching to lots of people who need that support. And I want to say ASNA, I believe, has come to stay, and through this ministry, lots and lots of souls are going to be won for Jesus Christ. So I say kudos to the founders, kudos to the supporters, and kudos to everyone who has taking time to come for this event and who are supporting this ministry in one way or another, even if it's just through prayer. This is a great ministry and one that is so much needed in our church today.
There are many ways, many angles from which I would recommend ASNA. One is if you are looking for authentic caring, that was on display today. How people express themselves. There was no pretense. So you are invited into the world of reality as caring goes. Okay, so there is the authenticity. Secondly, the emphasis on this value-based care, love being the core. And I would say if you're looking for support network, motivation, ASNA is 10 out of 10. Nay. 11 out of 10. Without, going over the top.
I would recommend ASNA because to me ASNA reaches out to everyone and anyone, and I also like the spiritual aspect of it. It doesn't only minister to the physical and the emotional, but it ministers to the spiritual, and it causes you to know how to realize that in spite of everything, there's God who cares, and they try to bring on the word of salvation and peace, and it's all done through the words of God. ASNA also provides this network, and you get to know people, you get information, and you can receive help and direction through ASNA. And so I would recommend ASNA too. Right now, ASNA is a part of my church. We have a church ministry named Inclusive Ministry, and ASNA is our foundation. You know, I can call Sophia for anything, anytime. She is our foundation. We build on her. We can't do it without her. And so because of her, we are able to have something in our church that and she oversees us, you know, whenever we ask her to. So I would recommend ASNA to anyone because of the support that they give.
Yes, absolutely. I think I'd second that. Obviously, I'm a bit biased because I'm also a trustee, but I would say that actually I would recommend that most organisations can offer you this kind of support. MenCap being one of them, multiple other organisations. But I think the difference between them and ASNA for me is that spiritual side of things, the small kind of like get to know each other. So even if we're having a big sort of gathering, there's still this encouragement to go and get to know and build that community, build support groups, and I think that's what's quite unique for me, and that's what I really enjoy about it, and that's why I would absolutely recommend it. Even if you don't have children with special needs or family members or friends, you know, there's always something that you can take and learn about how to relate to individuals in your local church who might have children with special needs, and appreciate that even a bit more.